Hello guys, today in this live stream I will basically build out a application here which will actually generate subtitles and captions for a video. So this application will be built inside React.js, and this is actually the interface of the application. You will see that we have a three input fields out there where you can basically specify the starting time and ending time of your caption using this nice little time picker. It is in format minutes, seconds, hours, minutes, seconds, and this is starting time, ending time. You can choose here. Let me choose. Let's suppose I want the caption to appear on the second in the video, and then you can also pick the end time as well. So end time is 5 seconds. So the caption will appear for 3 seconds, starting at second, ending at fifth second. And here you can provide the subtitle or caption text. Let's suppose I will say, "Hello world, my name is Gautam." So this text will be printed out at that exact location in the video. So if I click add subtitle, basically you will see the subtitle will be created right here. And in this way, you can create some more subtitles right here. So please subscribe my channel. So this is very handy, guys. You don't need to manually create this. You automatically this will be created. And now if I click generate subtitle file, it will generate this dot VTT file, guys, which is a subtitle and caption file for video files. If I try to open this inside Notepad, and you will basically see this is the actual format of this file here. Uh, it will specify this is the actual timing. At this text, this caption will appear, "Hello world, my name is Gautam." So it will appear at this time period from 2 second to 5 second. And then this, "Please subscribe my channel." So this will appear at the starting of 6 second and then until 10 second. So now to apply this caption, guys, we will actually use FFMPEG command. Very simple FFMPEG command is required. So if I go to here, I copy this caption file that is generated. I cut this and I paste it right where my video is present. So my video is present inside. This is the video I am taking here as an example. So let me just so right here, let's suppose I take a example here. I take this example here. So I will simply copy this video and paste it. So this is my video, guys. Basically, if I show you, this is my actual video. I will use this video file to actually generate the caption. So my video is result.mp4. So I will open a command line here, and simply I will write a command which will actually generate the caption for me. So just wait. If I just So the command is very simple, guys. Let me open. You can basically use online tools as well to actually add your this caption file. But let me show you the command that I used. I generated using ChatGPT. ChatGPT, you will basically see it is available to do all types of tasks. You can generate source code for your blog post, YouTube videos. So I generated that command. Let me show you that command which is I generated. Let me see FFMPEG. Yeah, so basically this is the actual command, guys. I will simply copy this command and this is actual command here. So what I will do is that, so wherever my video is present, I will copy this command. You can pause the video, pause the live stream, FFMPEG-I. So this is for input file. And here my input file, I will provide the path and then -VF video filter. And here we are actually providing our subtitle file or caption file, which is generated subtitles.vtt. This is actual file in double quotes we will provide, guys. So this we need to provide the path. And then here we are actually using the encoder, which is libx264, and then -crf23, all this stuff. So simply copy this command, and here I will simply change my path here. So my video is result.mp4. So I will simply result.mp4 and execute. So it is saying that error opening output file, unable to open. Okay, let me see. Okay. If I see here, this is the actual subtitle file here. If you see, let me see my subtitle file. Yeah, sorry, let me copy this and paste it. Let me rename this to text.vtt. So if I now modify my command here, let me just, so subtitles will be equal to text dot, here we will change the path, and result.mp4. So it will see, it will run this command, and it will run here. So as soon as the command is completed, guys, you will basically see that whatever captions that we generated using React.js application, it will appear in the video. So just wait for the command to finish and you will see the exact result. So I think the video is 13-second long video. So now the command is successful. So basically output.mp4 is generated. If I open this file here, just see, hello world, my name is Gautam. So you will see the exact wording is appearing. Please subscribe my channel. So it is appearing right where I mentioned here. If you see, so we mentioned this text right here. So if you see, this text is appearing. Please subscribe my channel. You will see that. So in this way, guys, you can add captions very easily using FFMPEG command. And now to generate these captions, we will use this application in React.js. Here you just need to mention the time and then it will generate these captions and then you can download it as a .vtt file. So if you're interested in this project, guys, all the source code is given in the description of the video. You can purchase the full source code using PayPal in United States dollar, or you can go to Stripe and purchase it inside Indian rupees. So now let me show you which dependency I have used for making this. Uh, we are actually using moment library for validating our dates. This is a JavaScript library, date library. We are also using React dash date time. So this is actual package to lightweight package in order to receive input inside React in order to receive date time inputs. And one other dependency we are actually using, guys, which is let me show you. We are actually using this node dash web VTT. So this is actual library or package, guys, which actually generate this. This is, you can see 13,000 weekly downloads are there. So it actually generate this node dash web VTT. This is the actual thing. So after doing this, we will now be installing all these packages. So simply go to your root project and npm I moment react dash datetime react, sorry, node dash web vtt. So these are the packages which needs to be installed: npm I moment react datetime node web vtt. These are the three packages. So simply install them. I have already installed it. I will start the npm run dev. So I will simply start my server here. So it is now, you can see it is listening on 5173. The server is listening. So after this, guys, what we need to do is that go to your app.jsx. So here we are actually including a component which is Subtitle Creator. This is a custom component. We are including this inside the file. So just create this Subtitle Creator.jsx file in the root directory. So here we will write all the code which is necessary. So let me delete this and RFCE. So this is functional component. If you just refresh now, you will basically see it will say Subtitle Creator. So now at the very top, guys, we will actually import all the packages which are required for this application. So you will see we are actually using this node-webvtt, React datetime CSS, and Subtitle Creator CSS. So I have written this CSS code, guys, which are required for this application. So all the source code will be given, guys, in the description of the video. After you purchase it, you will get that full directory structure. Now what we need to do is that we also need to import the moment package, moment from moment. It's a datetime library. And now we just need to declare some state variables which is required. So for this, we will keep track of subtitles. So we will have a function state function subtitles. We will use the useState, and currently this will be empty by default. And we will keep track of the start time by using set start time. And this will be also be empty current value. And same we will do this for end time as well. Set end time. useState will be default value will be empty, and we also will keep track of whatever subtitle text the user will write in the text area. So this also needs to be created, subtitle text, and the initial value will be empty. So now inside JSX, guys, we will actually be writing the JSX which is required for this application. So we will basically in the parent div inside double curly brackets, you will write some CSS. We will change the display property to flex, and then we will simply say here justify content to also center, just to make everything in the center position. So align items to also be center, and we will give it a height, fixed height of 100 VH, like this. So inside this div element, guys, we will actually have a div which have a class of card, and inside this we will have a h1 element which will say subtitle generator, and inside this we will have a class of subtitle input. All these classes we have given in the CSS of this component. So we will have a class of time input. So here we will allow the user to actually select the starting time. So we will have a label which will have a class of font dashboard, and this will be start time. So here the user will enter the start time. So now we will be actually be using the date time module to actually take the date time input. So we will give it a class of border rounded p-2. So if you just refresh in the browser, guys, you will basically see this is actually, if you just click on this input field, you will basically see you can select here date and time, but we only need to select time. We don't need the date input. So we will disable it. So now to disable it, there is a option right here which allows you to disable this. So we will actually be using it. So just wait. So date time input here. After giving a class name, we have to attach the value of the start time variable, state variable, and we will assign a on change. So whenever the value changes, we will simply say handle start time change. So this callback function we will initialize, and date format, this is actual value, and here it will say false. We don't want to select date, we only need to select time format. So time format, we will give it a format which is hour, minute, second. So this is actual format we need to select here, and similarly we will repeat this one more time for the end time. So this will be end time. So we need to define this functions handle and time change. So both these functions we need to define. Const handle start time change, and the second function will be handle and time change. These are all two arrow functions, and basically this will be receiving a selected time value. So whatever the user has selected the time, this will be there. And what we need to do is that we need to convert this into a formatted time. So for this, we will actually use the moment package, which we are importing here right here. It's a datetime library of JavaScript. We will take the selected time of the user. And what we will do right here, we will actually use the format method of this module, and we will format this into this format, which is hour, minute, second. And then we will set this start time to that hook function, which is formatted time. That's all. And the same thing we will do that for this also. Moment, we will pass the selected time, which will be there inside this parentheses, selected time. And we will use the format method. We will convert this into hour, minute, second. And then we will say set end time and formatted time. That's all. So after we done that, guys, you will basically see there will be two fields out there. Start time, you can select the time here, whatever time that you want to select in the video. Similarly, end time as well. So you can see that. So whatever value that we select, it will be printed out like this. So if you're watching this video, guys, for the very first time, then please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well. So now we need a text area, guys. Simply after this, we need a text area. So just after this, if you see, basically we will have a text area. So just after this, we will have a label. We will give it a class name of font bold block, and we will say subtitles. And we will basically have a text area, guys. So we will have some options for this text area. So the first option will be the class name. We will give it a class name of rounded p2 dash 2w full, and the rows of this text area will be 4, columns will be 30, and the placeholder will be subtitle text. And whenever the value changes of the subtitle text area, we will execute a on change event handler. So we will again be writing a custom function handle subtitle text change. So this function we will execute. So now let me define this function, const handle text area, like this. So just format the document. So here I think I made a mistake here. Set end time to be equal to formatted time. And just format the document, and here inside this function, guys, handle subtitle change, let me see what is handle. Okay, yeah, so this will be event. So whenever the value changes, this event will be, we will extract the value in from the text area. So we will initialize it to subtitle text, and we will extract it using event.target.value. So whatever value is extracted in the text area, so whatever type here, it will be shown right here in the text area. We will bind it two-way data binding to the text area. So whatever that we write right here, you can select time, enter the subtitle. And lastly, we will have a button, guys, to actually submit the form. After this, we will simply have a button here. So we can just do like this also. We don't need to close this stack, simply have a button here, and this button will be having a class name bgblue 500, text will be white, px-4 py-2, and this button will be rounded, and whenever it's hover we will change the background color to the shade 600 black background color. Margin top will be 4, and the label of the button will be add subtitle. That's all. And we will also be giving a on click to this also, guys. So whenever the button is clicked, we will execute a function which is handles add subtitle. We now need to define this function, const handle add subtitle. So this function will be executed whenever we click the add subtitle. You see that. So now this is actual interface which is ready, guys. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well. And now what we need to do is that we now need to execute the function which is handle add subtitle. So inside this function, guys, what we need to do, first of all, we need to add the subtitle, whatever the user has written. So we will create a new subtitle object. So curly brackets. So it will contain three properties. First property will be start time. We will have a function which will convert the time to seconds. We will provide the start time. So now we just need to create this function, utility function, convert to seconds. So this will actually take the time and convert them into seconds. So this function convert to seconds. So this function, it will take basically a time string, and it will actually convert that string to, and time parts we will simply declare a variable. We will say time string. We will split this text. We will use a split method of JavaScript, and we will split this using colon, and then we will actually get the hour, minute, and second. We will convert this into number by using parseInt. Time parts 0, 10. Then we will get the minutes using the same formula, parseInt, and then we will say time parts now 1, 10, and seconds parseInt time parts 2 and 10. That's all. And then now we'll be returning from this, we will multiply hours into 3600 plus minutes multiplied by 60, because each minute contains 60 seconds, and then we will plus the number of seconds. So this will calculate the time string into seconds. It will return that. And same thing we need to do this for the end time as well. So I will put a comma. End time will be equal to convert to seconds end time, and similarly put a comma, and the text will be subtitle text. So here we will add this inside our array, which is set subtitle, and we will add this using this tertiary operator. We will use spread operator, subtitles, comma, new subtitle. So we will basically add this object into the previous array using a spread operator. If you have studied JavaScript, you have known the operator spread operator. It will add this into the newly created array. And then we will simply set the start time to nothing, set the start time to end time, and set the subtitle text to nothing. That's all. So now we need to, if you basically pick the start time and end time and just do this, nothing will happen. We need to display this also on the screen. So now for displaying it, guys, it's very easy. Now to display this subtitles, it is very easy to display it. We will actually use a for each loop. So right here, after you have your button right here, just after this button and the div here, we will have another div, and this div will actually have a class name of subtitle list, and inside this we will have a h2 tag, and here it will have a class name of font bold text excel margin top 4. So inside this, guys, we will have give a label to it of subtitles. That's all. And here we will actually use the curly brackets subtitle, some JSX, we will mix it. We will use the map method. It's an array, so that's we can use map method. So inside this array, we will call this as subtitle index. So inside this, we will create a div element which will have a class name of subtitle view subtitle item. So we also need to attach a key parameter as well, guys. Key will be equal to index. So right here, we will give it a paragraph which will have a class name of font bold. And here, how to display this is very simple. The format of this, so inside square brackets, we will say convert seconds to time. And now we need to write a second utility function, guys, which will actually convert the seconds into the time string. It's the exact opposite functions that we written early on to actually convert the time into seconds. Now we need to convert the seconds into time. We will provide the subtitle dot start time and dash. So in this way we can just write this. Let me copy this. So in this way you need to write this, and now we need to define this function convert seconds to time. So this function will actually convert the seconds into time. So this is the handy function. Let me just so this will this is the utility function right here. So right here I will paste it. It will take the total number of seconds and convert them into formatted time, hours, minutes, and seconds like this. So if you just refresh now, guys, so basically if I pick here whatever start time, and let's suppose I pick the end time to this subtitle, let me write this add subtitle, you will basically see it will generate this subtitle and it will show this in the screen right here. And now we just need to download these subtitles into a .vtt file. So how we can do that? You can write some more right here. You can see that. So you can see. You can add as many subtitles as you want, guys. Basically, it's very easy to do this. Now we will actually add a download button to actually download this into a file. So how we can do that? It's very simple, guys. We will simply be adding a, after we loop through this, we will actually be adding a condition. Based upon this condition, if the subtitles array length is greater than 0, then we surely know that we need to display that download button. And in this, we will display a div which will have a class name of generate button. So we will have a button here, and this will called as generate subtitle, or we can say download subtitle file, and we can basically give a class name to it of bgblue 500 text white px4 padding 4 py2. The button will be rounded, and whenever it's hover, the background color will change to bgblue 600 margin top 4. And after that we will assign an on click. So whenever we click this button of download, we will execute this function handle generate subtitle file. So handle generate subtitle file, we need to now write this function handle generate subtitle file. So here we need to download it as a VTT file. So how we can do that? It's very simple, guys. If I show you, if you add a subtitle right here, so there will be a download button appearing right here. So now if I click this, nothing will happen. Now we need to define this function, which will actually convert this into a VTT file. So for doing this, guys, it's very simple. Uh, we need to first of all create parsed subtitle object. We will say queues will be empty right here, valid will be true. This object we need to create, guys, with these two values, and then we will loop through the subtitles by using the for each function. For each, we will basically have two variables, a subtitle and the index, and then we will construct this object of queue. First will be identifier. Identifier will be equal to index plus 1. You can call this as ID, unique number, for each uh, caption or subtitle. We will convert this into string by using toString function, and then we will have the start time of the subtitle by using subtitle dot start time, and the end property will be subtitle dot end time, subtitle dot end time, and then the actual text property, which will the actual subtitle dot text. That's all. And then the styles will be empty. You can even provide styles as well, whatever background color you want, well, whatever text color that you want. You can even provide this information right here also. You can have provide them CSS styles as well. So we don't need to provide them. After that, we will call parsed subtitles. Parsed subtitle will be equal to queues dot push queue, like this. Parsed subtitle, just put a semicolon here. So just we do this. So here you need to do this code right here. Just make sure that you have written correctly. Copy this. So in this way, you can see that, guys, basically this is, we have created a object which will have two properties, queues and valid, and then we are looping through each subtitle and basically constructed this object and pushing it inside this array, parse subtitle. That's all. After that, guys, after you did this, now we can actually construct modified subtitle content, and this will be equal to, we will use this package, web-vtt package. It contains a compile method. We will pass our parsed subtitle, and then we will say modified subtitle blob, and this will be equal to new blob. We will convert this into blob by passing modified subtitle content, and the second parameter will be the type, the extension mim type, so text slash vtt. After that, we will construct the download link. You can download the file. So this will be url dot create object url, and basically here we will pass our modified blob, modified subtitle blob, and here we will generate the anchor link, create element anchor, and a.href will be equal to download link, and a.download. So whatever file name that you need to give, let me give subtitle.vtt a.click. It will click dynamically, a.click. That's all, guys, that you need to have. This application is complete. Let me just refresh it and provide the starting time and ending time for the caption or subtitle. And hello world, my name is Gautam. Click on add subtitle, subtitle added, and let me add some more subtitles, starting, ending, and you can see that. So it's very easy, guys, how we can add subtitles and captions inside videos with this online tool. You can see that. And then if I click download, basically what will happen, let me see what is the error taking place. Compile error. Oh, sorry. I think, okay. This was the problem, guys. You can't have your start time greater than your end time. So that was the problem. So you may need to make sure that our start time is always less than the end time. Just make sure you will get error. Add subtitle. So if I click download subtitle file, fail to construct a blob. The provided value cannot be converted to a sequence. I think let me copy paste this full code, guys. The full code is given, guys, in the description of the video. Let me paste it here and again refresh it. This is the actual code. And if I try to now start time and I give the end time here, again, if I give click on generate subtitle, you will see it will generate this .vtt file. And if I try to open this inside Notepad, you will basically see this will be the structure of the file here. So we have given, it's very handy application, guys. You don't need to manually create subtitles or captions. You can basically create this using awesome React.js application, and then you can use the FFMPEG command to add the subtitles to your captions to video. So thank you very much. The full source code is given, guys, in the description of the video. You can purchase it, and thank you very much for watching this video.